So depending on what mode we're in, you'll get one of those four things. We are in the function mode. We're not going to change it out of that mode. So when we press that button, we're always going to get an X. Okay? So I go to input my first equation. Y equals. Because that's what it wants. Our calculator wants it to say that. So now I can put in 4x minus 7. So 4x minus 7. Enter. Now I'm going to make a mistake on this next one on purpose so you can see something. I want you to be able to see the error message. I'm going to put in negative x plus 8, but negative and minus are two different things on your calculator. I'm going to put the wrong thing in first so you can see it, what happens. Enter. After we enter our equations, and I'll redo this in just a second, after we enter our equations, we press graph. Okay, and I get an error message. If you get an error message that gives you a go-to, use it. Because guess where it takes you to? Your error. It's going to take you directly to where your error is. So press number 2, and my cursor goes right to my error. It starts blinking. It's saying, this is what is not right. And then I realize that I put in minus instead of negative. So my negative key is down here by my 3. So I press that, press enter. Okay, so now, once my equations are in, everybody have their equations in? Yes?
Is it okay if you put 8 minus x?
8 minus x, yes.
Right.
Yes. I like x first because of y equals mx plus b. I like to reiterate that concept, but that is fine. Okay? Okay, after your two equations are put in, you press graph. Don't worry if you don't have color. It's okay. Okay, so what this is saying now is that the red line has several ordered pairs that work. The blue line has several ordered pairs that work. And since they cross each other, they have a point in common. That's my solution. Yes?
So after you have the, like, 4x minus 7 and negative x plus 8, what do you do after that? Hit graph?
Graph. That's all the further I've gotten. Okay, so now I have found these two lines cross each other. They share an ordered pair. They share a point of intersection. So we're going to calculate that. We're going to find it. Okay? My choice of words would not be my normal choice of words, but it might help you remember your calculator keystrokes. So what we're going to do at this point is calculate the intersect. We're going to calculate the intersect because that's the buttons I'm going to use. So calculate is up here. If you're looking up at the TV, I'm circling around where calculate is. It's above trace, so it's in blue. Anytime you want to do something in blue, you got to press the blue button first. So blue, trace. You should see the word calculate, and then number 5 is intersect. So you can just press number 5. You don't have to use your cursor keys. Press number 5. And you get a blinking cursor. Move that cursor closer to the point of intersection.
Closer or at it?
Right around it. You don't have to be exact. And I would tell you, if you accidentally forgot to do that, this is still going to work for what we're doing. Okay, so right now, what this is telling me, my calculator is on this line. It's right now, my cursor is on my calculator. My cursor is on the line 4x minus 7, and it's saying, this is where I think I am. This is the ordered pair where I think I am. Press enter. And the cursor jumps to the second line. It jumps to the negative x plus 8 line. And it's saying, this is where I think I'm about. And I press enter again. And it's saying, based on this information, I'm guessing that this is the answer. And I press enter again. And then it tells me intersection. So until you see the words intersection, you're not done. That is my solution. They are intersecting at the ordered pair 3, 5. That is the solution that works for both equations. And then I want that sketch. Now remember, I said accurate, but it doesn't have to be precise, so you can see how great I'm going to do mine here. Oh, I should have made that a little taller. Okay, so just something like that. Where I see my point of intersection that's about at the right place. So the sketch from your window, accurate but not precise necessarily. Okay? A question? All right, let's go to the next question. Again, back to your notes. I'm going to solve them up here because I want you to be able to see it, and I don't want to keep flipping back and forth between my two medias here. So I have y equals x, already done for us. How nice. And 6x equals 2y minus 8. Always solving for y, not x. It's got to be y to graph. So if I'm going to get this y alone, I first have to get rid of minus 8 by adding 8. So I have 6x plus 8 equals 2y. And then divide by 2 to get y alone. So remember, this 2 goes with the 6, so 6 over 2 is 3x, and the 2 goes with the 8, 4 over 2, 8 over 2 is 4. So I go to my calculator. I think it's best not to type on top of what's there, even though you can do that. But if your next equation is shorter than the one before, you'll have stuff left over. So I press clear and just clear it out completely. The clear button is under your cursor. It says clear. Just clear it out. And my first equation is just y equals x. That one's easy to input. Enter. Clear out the second one. Again, I think clearing it out is easier. So I have 3x plus 4. Enter. Once I enter my two equations, my next step is to graph them. So I press graph. And then I'm going to calculate the intersect. Make sure you see those words, because the most common mistake people make is just pressing trace. So when you press trace, you're like, okay, I don't see those words. You keep pressing trace and nothing happens, and you can press enter and nothing happens. And so once you, I just froze my computer up. So once you get it to graph, then second trace. So calculate, just keep going. Calculate number 5. I pressed too many buttons, so I'm frozen right now. So second trace, which is calculate number 5. Move your cursor close to the point of intersection, and then enter, enter, enter. And what do I get? Negative 2, negative 2?
Mine's not doing it.
Yeah, mine won't go.
Like I hit enter and it's just,
Did you do second? Did you do number 5? Second trace, number 5. You gotta see the words calculate, intersect. Because again, the most common mistake is people just press trace, and that doesn't get you anywhere.
so what do you do when you have the graphing done?
Second trace, number 5. Calculate the intersect. You need to see those words or it's not working.
Negative 2,
Okay. Hopefully this will clear up. And then we sketch our window. Y equals x and 3x plus 4. Like that.
Did you move your laptop?
Okay, so again, an accurate sketch, but not necessarily precise. Okay, some questions there. Okay, let's go to our third one. Holy cow, I really did a number on this thing, but it's still not responding to me. Let's just turn it off. Task. Okay, so our next one, y minus 4x equals 1.